Sadly, there are some bad news with Todd Cantwell. He was moaning about some calf problems after last game. Also a bit understandable. Yeah, third game was in 6 days, and because of the load, sometimes there's a minor muscle injury, so he will be out for the weekend. So that's of course bad news because he was in a really good shape. I hope it's not too bad and we don't miss him for too long. Let's see how it develops, but he will be out for the weekend. Also a little question mark behind Unai Hernandez. He got a dead leg and was not able to finish the training on Wednesday. We have to see how it develops over the next 2 days. So a little question mark behind his availability. And some good news also with Ben Gibson. He's much improved with his back. Had an individual session yesterday, and it depends right now. We have a session this afternoon and also tomorrow. So how he comes through these 2 sessions. But of course, there is still a question mark because he hasn't trained with the team so far. But I'm carefully optimistic. I would label it that he's available for the weekend. So some good news with him. Yes, it's quite normal. So when you have a group of nearly 30 players, there will be also a few issues right now. Josh Martin, I forgot him also. Like he's also not available for the weekend because he got a little hit on his toe and struggling a bit because it's swollen. It's not a major injury, but that's the reason he's also not available for the weekend. This happens when there are training sessions and sometimes there's a contact or like in the game, so difficult pitch, pretty slippery anyhow, and you have 3 games within 6 days and lots of traveling. You can't avoid it. So it's quite normal. At each and every point, each and every team is struggling a little bit. In general, our situation is more or less quite comfortable. But of course, each and every miss is also really a miss, and you have to accept them. For this, I will speak about. You need the whole group. You need each and every player, and in order to be successful. And sometimes you also miss some key players, and then you have to keep going, and you need good options. So depth in quality is quite important for a squad, and that's what we have at the moment. More or less his first proper senior season anyhow, playing day in, day out. It's also good for his developing, and for that I have to give him many compliments because he shows consistency in his performance in his more or less first real proper senior year. Reminds me a little bit to Max Aaron's first season when he delivered with unbelievable consistency, nearly without any mistakes, always available, never injured, never ill. So touch wood. So hopefully it goes further on like this, and also more or less improving from day to day. And also, I think it was last week when I was asked about him, gave him many compliments, but I also spoke about a few topics where he can improve, even in this offensive game. Sometimes there was an assist on the goal, and if he delivers then exactly in the following game, next game, so it's a good sign that he listened to what I demand, and hopefully he goes further on like this. I think he was more surprised about himself anyhow, because he's really not known for scoring many goals, and the lads are doing sometimes even several jokes during training, or when he tries to shoot sometimes. And when there is really a goal from him in training, everyone celebrates like if you would have won the World Cup. So for that, there were many jokes after the game, and I think he was delighted. But he also totally deserves it, and to have his first really proper goal under his belt. I think it was his first goal in games, but also in training. If I'm really honest, it's always a good feeling, and for that, credit to him. I really do like them. I like and love what Gareth is doing since years. So, my attitude that I don't like to sing the praises just after one good month, or perhaps a few good months, or one good season. He's delivering since years. It's fantastic, and also I like their attitude and more like their mindset. They are brave. Of course, they're not the biggest name in this league, but they go for it. They of course take care also for the opponent, but they want to go with their style. They don't change too much. They don't try to mirror just anyhow the opponent. They always want to bring their style on the pitch, try to give them a chance, and try to play offense, try to score goals, and I like the bravery. And that's also the reason, although of course it's a big task for them as a club to stay in this league, but yeah, although everyone writes them off already because they are a few points below the line, they can be there with fantastic results like a win against Reading, although they were an underload for many minutes, clean sheet wins. So it's a sign of their spirit and their fighting spirit. They always go into the games with lots of bravery and togetherness and fighting spirit and yeah, I like this attitude a lot, and this down to Gareth and this work. I think it's fantastic what they're doing, and yeah, I would really love anyhow if they are allowed to stay in this league, because it's great to have characters and great to have this mindset's also in this league. And they are allowed to win as many points as they want, and really my fingers are crossed. Not on Sunday, if I'm honest. So after Sunday, they can win each and every game if they want. Really, my fingers are crossed. Not just because they would also help us anyhow, and in order to beat some opponents now, but because I really appreciate their work. And Gareth also fantastic lad and great character in this game. And I love characters in this game, and for that, I really do like their mindset. First of all, our major focus was just really on this season. And we got the feeling it's a relentless schedule. We have to play in the toughest league in the world, 46 league games plus 2 cup competitions. And this in a shorter period of time than we would normally would do. So we need some steel. And also our status as a club, our reputation has grown. So it was clear that many teams would sit pretty deep, and it's more difficult for us to create chances to score goals in comparison to 2 years ago. So we are still one of the best attacking sides, so creating the most chances in the whole league. I think one of the best attacks and with the most goals in this league. But we also got the feeling it's important also to be unbelievably solid also in terms of defending. This was also a major topic. We got the feeling, so if we want to be successful during the season, we need to be absolutely solid at the back, and to make sure that we're also capable to return back to the dressing room with a clean sheet, or sometimes just with 1 goal lead. And this was quite crucial. But also a bit like the mid and the long-term topic that you mentioned. I already spoke quite honest and transparent before the Premier League season starts. That's even a more difficult task for a side who is promoted because of their offensive strength. When you rate it over the whole years, it's quite often that the teams who are promoted to the Premier League because of a really good defense, for example, a bit like Sheffield United also in their first year, especially in their first year, they find it easier to survive on the new level because they are still solid anyhow. And if you're then capable to add some quality players up front, then you have a good basement anyhow in order also to be successful on a higher level. And we also spoke, of course, at any point we want to return back to the Premier League as quick as possible, and we want then make sure that we give us a real chance also to stay there if we can return back. And for that, you have to be absolutely solid anyhow. And it's more also like, if you can go back to the Premier League really with good defending, with solid defending, with being solid on this level, then you give yourself also a better chance in order to be a bit more competitive and also then hopefully successful in the relegation battle on Premier League level. But the major focus was totally on this season, because I think it's too soon also to think a bit right now about the Premier League. We still have to go. We have to win many points. This was also a few percent a bit in our head that we want to be also much better prepared once we return back. But the major focus was really, in order to be successful in this season, we need to be absolutely solid at the back.